my shirt. Hello, everybody. Come on in. I got a whole list of stuff that I want to talk to you about. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Well, I'm going to introduce myself. Today's live is going to be how I'm going to be locking in for the remaining of the year. So hello to everyone in the room. If you're in the room, let me know where you are tuning in from. I want to say hello to you personally, or whatever. So if you are listening to this live, if you're in the chat, let me know where you're tuning in from so I can say hello. But while you are doing that, I wanted to go ahead and give an introduction of myself and tell you exactly who I am for those that may be new over here. So, hey everybody, I'm Nikki. I'm a content creator based in Atlanta, Georgia. I share fashion and lifestyle content, but over here on this channel, I primarily focus on life on a budget. I've been on a budget since 2019. I started my budgeting journey when my mom passed. She didn't have any life insurance or any savings, and my family was looking at me for, to have some money because I'm the one with the so-called good job or whatever, but I did not have any money or whatever, and that was like my wake-up call to like get my finances in order. So I started looking over all of my stuff that I had going on because I do have two kids. I have a 21 or 22 year old. Sorry about it. She just turned 22 this month. I have a 22 year old, and then I have a 10-year old, or whatever. So I was like, you know what, it's time for me to get my life together. It's time for me to get myself all the way together and see what I got going on. I pulled my credit report, found out everything that I had going on, and started just paying things off and just getting in control of my finances overall. And now I'm just documenting my journey of getting out of debt. So I'm in over 300 and something thousand dollar worth of debt because I just bought a house last year. So that tackled on hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s worth of debt. But I've paid off debt before and I've gotten right back in debt. So now I'm just back on this journey of paying it off. And now I'm using content creation as a source of part of income to help me do that. And I've been just documenting that online and sharing that online, hoping that, maybe others can relate, or maybe others want to do the same exact things that I am doing. So in this live, we're going to be talking about, I don't know why I can't see y'all chat. Maybe y'all are not coming. I don't know. I don't necessarily know. But let me see. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. La, 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 la. So I guess there's probably nobody commenting. So I'm just going to keep on going. If you see me looking down, I do have this written down in my notebook so I can stay on task and know exactly what I want to be talking. Oh, okay. They go to chat right there. Hey, Cambrian. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Faith. Hello, hello, hello. Hello to all of you. Hey, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to be reading from my notebook so I can stay on task or whatever. And just to let you, hey, Sharkeisha, or Sharky, I'm sorry. Hey, Sharky. I know somebody named Sharkeisha. That's the first name that came to mind when I saw your name. So I gave my introduction, and basically I'm going to tell you how I got started with content creation. So of course, all of us probably already been on, on these social media platforms when they first exist or whatever. Now I was on these platforms, just posting my outfits. I started off on Instagram because that was the platform, next after Facebook that I kind of like gravitated to or whatever. And I was just posting my cute little outfits over there. Wasn't thinking nothing of it or whatever, just doing it for fun, posting where I'm going. If I'm going to a concert, I will post the outfit, post, me at the concert, that type of thing. And I was just doing it for fun. Then I ran across the social media coaches that, or other content creators that was actually getting paid for these type of things. And I was like, okay, well, people are getting paid for these things, let me try to get paid for it too. So I started tagging the products. Because that's what the coaches was telling us to do. Make sure you tag the products that you are wearing. So if I had on a Walmart shirt and Fashion Nova jeans, I would be tagging those companies in my posts. And I was waiting for brands and waiting for them to knock down my door to ask me to do a brand deal. And that's the way I thought content creators got paid. But That's not the only way people get paid in this industry, but that's what I was thinking, because I was just sitting around tagging the products, posting my cute outfits, waiting for them to DM me and say, hey, I want to work with you, I want a brand deal, that type of thing. But that didn't really happen. A lot of the companies that did reach out to me wasn't the ones that I was actually tagging, or it was the companies that didn't want to pay you. They just wanted to, send you free stuff and stuff like that. And of course, we all know that free stuff do not pay the bills. It's okay if you want the product, you're going to test out the product and that type of stuff. I have taken free products, don't get me wrong, but free do not pay the bills at the end of the day if you want to start making this a business. So I started to invest in myself. I was listening to all of these coaches, so now it was time for me to lock in on one. It was time for me to lock in, basically. So I started locking in. I started off with doing a boot camp. So this the coach, his name is Matt, CEO Matt. He's from Mississippi, and his partner at the time is heavy on the content. She taught content. Matt taught sales, business, and stuff like that, like how to turn it into a business, that type of stuff, and how to get brand deals. And he was just teaching everything about the money part of it. But in that boot camp, it was more so about the content, because you can't build a community without content. You can't get nobody if you don't, have any content or whatever. So that's where I kind of like struggle with. I was posting the content, but then I would fall off because in my eyes, I was thinking I had to do all of this extravagant stuff. And come to find out, I didn't have to do all of this extravagant stuff. And that made my life so much easier. So once I did that boot camp, I think I did that boot camp for 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I'm not exactly sure. Right around that time, I started seeing growth in my Instagram account, and I started growing my page because I was doing the same thing over and over and over and over, and my page started to grow. People started to know me for this particular thing or whatever, and people started to know me for this particular thing or whatever, and my audience started to grow. So at that time, I still wasn't necessarily making money per se, or a lot of money or whatever, but I was getting the content down pat. Content was not overwhelming for me. I wasn't getting burnt out on the content because I was doing the same thing over and over, and I was just doing it a little bit different formats, if that makes sense. So for me, just to give you an example, if I'm doing a reel, because that's what the thing that was popping off on at the time on Instagram, if you doing a reel or whatever, I can be doing a reel on Monday of one outfit or whatever, and I can be standing there in my outfit, but I can have text on the screen saying, okay, if you're in the sneakers, let's be friends. Because Monday used to be my community building post, because like I said before, if you don't have the content, you can't build the community. And overall, my overall objective is I want to be a community. I want to have people on my page that can relate to me. I want to have people on my page that like the same things that I like or whatever, and I want to be a community. So I used to have Mondays as my community building post, and I would just go out looking for my audience. I know I like iced coffee. I know I like sneakers, so I know I'm going to be posting that type of stuff. So I'm trying to look for those people, I want to find those people so they can come to my page and watch my page or view my page as inspiration or as a way to shop from me or anything like that. So I started doing that. The next day I would do a different outfit, and they may be something related to shoes. So if I did my first post saying, if you're in the sneaker, let's be friends, of course the next post is going to be, let me show you how to style these Panda Dunk sneakers or whatever. And people would like that because Panda Dunks was a popular shoe. Mostly everybody got those shoes, and they could get outfit inspiration from it. Wednesday maybe would be a lifestyle type of post, and I would just maybe do a haul. I can kind of go out in the city and do things like that. If they like that, I can kind of look at the analytics and see if they like it. But basically where I'm getting to, every single day I was doing a reel because that was the new thing that was popping off on Instagram, and I started to grow my audience. Now currently on Instagram I have over 146,000 followers over there or whatever, from just doing the reels every single day, participating in that boot camp, and just learning how to make content actually work for me. Now when we get to the making money side of it, I also invested in it's a net in here. I also invested in myself. No, you didn't hear a smoke detector beep at all. So don't do that, Nick. But the next thing that I invested in was content creator coach as well. So this person, Nikisha Wynn, she's on YouTube as well. She just hit 100,000 subscribers over here, and that's when the game changed for me. That's when the money started flowing in. That's when I started making money. That's when I started learning about different ways that people actually make money, and I haven't looked back since. So basically what I want to get to is basically now I'm just at a point where I'm just documenting what I'm doing in my real everyday life and sharing it with you to inspire you to do the same exact thing. No, I do not want to be a coach. No, I don't want to, sell how to be a content creator course or anything like that. It's just, okay, well, I see this stuff is working for me. Maybe it could work for you if you do the same exact thing. So here are the different ways that I actually make money as a part-time content creator, because I do have a full-time job and I do this very, 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 very part-time when it comes to this content creation stuff. So my number one way that I make money is through affiliate marketing. The number two way I make money is digital products, brand deals, UGC, content monetization, ad revenue, and then research studies. Now, I don't know if y'all have heard of research studies or whatever, but research studies is basically people giving you, how can I put it without, because they don't like you to tell who the company is and stuff like that. But there are some companies that you could just actually go on their website, or you could just Google research studies in your area, and you can go out. They have food tastings. I have done one with diapers for my son when he was a baby. I have done some, majority of the ones I do now are pretty much online. So I could be online on Instagram, or I could be, I get an email saying, hey, I want you to test out these new products and I'll pay you $75 for it, or test out this app and I'll pay you X amount of dollars for it, or whatever like that, just for my opinion or my, my review of it or whatever. So that's what I do there. Now, let's see. The next thing is community. Community is a very important thing. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, there would not be any content creator or you cannot make money on these platforms without you building a community. You can post your content, but if there's nobody there to watch it, then there's no sales to be actually made. There's no views on the video to actually for you to get monetized or whatever like that. So community is the very important thing. I feel like you posting the content first and then next building that community. So go out and find those people that you relate to. Go out and find those people that would love to see you online, or want to see the type of content that you're posting online as well. Now the thing with community, some people are not authentic when it comes to that community. When I started being authentic on these platforms, when I got out of the fear of like not caring what people say about me or not caring about what people thought about me and stuff like that, that's when I started seeing the growth. Now, sometimes you gotta have tough skin being on these platforms, because people will say whatever they want to say on these platforms. People will do whatever they want to do or whatever, but you gotta have tough skin. You gotta know the reason why you're on this platform, and as long as you know your why and know your values and what everything that you stick for and stand for, I think that you are good. You'll be building the community around the same things that you are interested in and that you value and stuff like that. So for me, authenticity is like a huge thing for me. That's why I share my real numbers. That's why I share what it is that I'm doing. That's why I share all of these so-called personal things that people in my space don't necessarily do. Like, some people do not share their real numbers. They make up mock numbers for people that's in this budgeting space. I share my real numbers because I want you to see exactly what it is, what it's like to be to do this budgeting stuff in real time. I don't know how to make up a fake number and then try to apply it to my real everyday life if those numbers are not my numbers. And how can somebody relate to you if you're just putting out just a fake, or just wait until you make all of this amount of money? I share when I make $100 as well as when I make $8,000. So it doesn't matter to me, as long as I'm true to myself, as long as I'm putting out the real or whatever like that. I just feel like I'm just making content for my younger self. That's pretty much what I am doing. I said everything else about that. I told y'all about me investing in myself. The next thing I want to say is pick a lane and stick to it. Pick a lane and stick to it. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like my page have kind of like I started with one thing, then went to another thing, or then went back to that other thing. All of this different stuff. So I say pick a lane and just stay with it, because that's gonna be easier in the long run. Like, I'm already feeling like at this point I probably need to rename this channel, because I do have two different brands or whatever. I have a budgeting brand, and then I have a fashion brand or whatever. And Just Call Me Nikki, when people think about that brand, that really popped off on Instagram, that is more of a fashion brand. And I started this channel to basically document like the behind the scenes of like my life on a budget or whatever, and it kind of like gotten away from the fashion stuff. So I really feel like this channel needs to be a part of my budgeting brand, which is Nikki on a Budget. So I have a Nikki on a Budget Instagram account, I have a Nikki on a Budget TikTok account, but I'm just focusing on one thing at a time, and then eventually I will turn this stuff all over again or whatever. So probably like the beginning of the year, this channel may not be called Just Call Me Nikki anymore, and it'll be called Nikki on a Budget, because that's where mostly I am focusing on going forward with this channel. Now, if I do decide to go back to fashion and stuff like that, then the Just Call Me Nick, I'll have to create a whole new channel just for my fashion stuff. But I don't necessarily really see myself doing that right now. I just see me documenting this debt-free journey, because that's what I like to do. That's what I've been doing. That's what I'm focusing on. That's just what my mind is at. My mind is not necessarily on just showing people the latest shoes I just got, or showing people how to style this and how to style that in the long form content, because that content takes a lot of work as well, doing that type of stuff. Not saying that I may not go do it, but right now currently I don't see myself doing it, because I do already have a lot of things going on. Now, the other thing with picking the lane and sticking with it, I was on a phone call yesterday, well, not a phone call, a Zoom call yesterday, and a lot of the experts, a lot of the people in the marketing space are saying that, AI is taking over, which we all pretty much know that AI is taking over. They're even taking over in my industry, where nowadays you don't know what's real and what's fake. You don't know if me sitting here is actually real or fake. That's how good AI is getting. You're having the AI fashion content creators, you're having the AI business coaches, and they are showing up as regular people that you may think is regular people, but they are, fake people or whatever, or AI generated or whatever, but they are talking like they're real. They're acting as if they're real. They're wearing real clothing. They're promoting those products, and people are making a lot of money with it. And I say all of that just to say, I still believe in authenticity. I still believe in everybody is not perfect. So I feel like the AI thing, or with the fake people or the AI people trying to be content creators and the, faceless and all that type of stuff, I feel like that's gonna you're gonna stick out more with you just being yourself, because of course everybody don't have perfect skin, everybody hair is not perfect, the clothes do not fit you perfectly. Like, you're gonna have some type of flaws, and for people to just to see a AI version fashion content creator, the clothes fit her just right, her skin is cute, her hair is laid, her body is tea, and all this type of stuff, people gonna wonder if it's real or if it's fake, compared to a person like me, regular degular, just showing up online and just giving you the real. Like, okay, well, this outfit is X, Y, and Z, it got a little bit of scratch on it, but I would size up, I would do this or whatever, instead of saying, okay, this fits perfectly, because you send it on an AI generated fashion model. So I say pick a lane and stick with it. If you want to become faceless, and if you want to do the AI generated, be a AI content creator, then go ahead and do that. But for the ones that's just like me and want to be, true to your audience and want to be authentic with your audience, I would suggest you still showing up as yourself, because I feel like authenticity is a good thing. So someone asked, I don't know why they hide this comment, but I'm just going to show it. Someone asked, do I have kids? So yes, I do have kids. I have a 22-year-old and a 10-year-old. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Kaden. Hey, Shelly. Adrian. Hey, everybody in the chat. King, Willie. Michael. Hey, everybody. If I did not say hello already, if you have any questions, please ask them in the chat. What I said was, your belly huge when you were pregnant. Of course it was. Of course it was. Let's see. What else? Pick a lane and stick with it. And then last but not least, I would say go all in on one platform. 22, where you look rested and amazing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. Do you miss being pregnant? Do you miss having a huge belly? Not at all. Not at all. Those days are over for me. Give me life advice. I can give you budgeting. Yeah, real life advice. How old are you? G Kids Goddard. How old are you? The very first thing I would say is budget your money. That's the very first thing I'm gonna say. If you're making money already, or you're in the process of making money, or maybe you haven't even made any money, I would say create yourself a budget. Make a budget, stick with your budget, and always pay yourself. That's the best advice I can actually give to you, especially if you're in your like 19, 20, 20, in those type of ages. A little bit of money goes a long way over a long period of time. That's what I tell my daughter all the time. A little bit of money goes a long ways over a long period of time. My son even saved money, and he is 10 years old. He do not like to spend money at all. He like to spend a little bit amount of money because he like to see his money in his banking account. He loves saving money. He just want to spend my money, or whatever. But that's my like real life advice. I'm not gonna say that's the only advice I can give. It just depends on what are you referring to and what are you trying to do. But real life advice when it comes to the real world is about the stuff that they teach you in, and the stuff that you actually have to come out here and do. It be two different, totally different things. So I'm gonna say save some money. A little bit of money goes a long way over a long period of time. And then Shelly said, start saving for retirement. Exactly. Like I said, a little bit of money, even if you got to put $5, $10 away right now in a high yield saving account or an investment account or something like that, I would definitely suggest you doing that instead of putting it in a regular traditional savings account, so that money can gain compound interest and continue on growing for you. And then by the time maybe you are 40 years old or whatever, you will have a whole lot of money. Or by the time that you retire, because hopefully you won't have to, just go in that money or whatever like that. You can just continue on putting money over there until it grows and grows and grows and grows. And then when you retire, you will have a whole lot of money. Or you can be able to retire when you're able to. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people can't retire right now because they did not save any money in the beginning, or they do not make enough money to, or have enough money to actually retire on, because things are steadily going up. It's steadily going up. So Silver Gaming said, she have a question for me. Do I believe in God? Of course I do. Hey lady, love your videos about budgeting. Thank you. The whole healed you. Oh, I like that name. Whole healed. I know that's right. How do I keep it from smearing when I wipe? I do not know. Y'all are asking weird questions now. Like, come on, people. Okay, there's no other questions. Oh, what I was about to say about my last one. What was I about to say about my last one? Dang, that just throw me all the way off. Like, these lives be a little bit weird. How's your day going? 8 light years. Oh, I like that too. 8 light years. My day is going good. It started off a little rough because your girl back was hurting this morning, so I had to go to the ER to get that treated. So they gave me a lidocaine patch that I got on my back right now, and then they gave me a shot as well for inflammation. What else they gave me? And they gave me some muscle relaxer pill. So I have a pinched nerve in my back and sciatica. So that's how my morning has been going. If you know anything about that, then you know. Do you do investing? A little bit of investing. I only do investing through my job, and then I have a Roth IRA. So those are the only two invests. I don't know if a Roth IRA is considered investing, but I do have a Roth IRA that I just started. I shared that in a previous video. So I started it off with $50. Someone else was telling me about the another Roth that's like my TSP, but instead of them taking out the taxes after I get the money, they will tax it while I'm putting money over there. So I'm thinking about doing that as well. I'm trying to see if I can do actually both. But I do investing through my job. It's called a thrift savings plan, and I invest 5% of my paycheck, and my company match 5% as well. I've been reading the book I Will Teach You to Be Rich. Where is it? Well, I've been listening to the audio book, but same thing. I've been reading the book I Will Teach You to Be Rich, and he talks about if you're starting with investing, you need to start off with the company's match, because if not, you're leaving money on the table, which I was. I was doing the 3% because I was focusing on paying off my credit cards and my collection account. And once I got those credit cards and collection account paid off, I moved it back to the 5%. So now I'm at 5% with the thrift savings plan for what I'm taking out of my check, and then my company is matching 5%. So basically I'm getting 10% of that. How do you decide on what you wear in your videos? It seemed very intentional. Girl, it's not intentional. It's not intentional. However, I just took the friction away. I took the friction away because before it used to be like, okay, but what am I going to wear today? Because I got to do this video. So what am I going to wear today? I got to find an outfit and stuff like that. So guess what I did? I just bought a whole lot of these little comfy sets. And plus I do a lot of walking in my neighborhood as well. So I bought these to walk in because they are easy breezy, and I don't have to worry about, my stomach being out or anything like that, because I'm over that point where my stomach is out. I don't have that type of stomach anymore. So I have to wear a full shirt. I can't wear the sports bras type of stuff and go out here and walk. So I bought this from TikTok Shop or whatever, and I said, you know what, I can start wearing these in my videos, and then that way I don't have to worry about putting on, finding something to wear. So whatever I just find that day, or whatever thing is sticking at the top of my shelf, that's the color I pick. So it's not like intentional wear. Today I'm gonna wear green, tomorrow I'm gonna wear yellow, so next day I'm gonna wear pink, the next day I'm gonna do blue. But I have a whole lot of them, and I just pick from the top whichever one is at the top. That's how I do it. But intentional to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm not going to be looking for an outfit, trying to put an outfit together no more, because it ain't that type of page. And then plus, since I'm moving this YouTube channel into the budgeting space, personal finance and stuff like that, I don't want no one really asking me about outfits and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to be cute on here. I'm trying to just give you the information. I want you to focus more so on the information than what I'm actually wearing. Me sitting this way is intentional, because I know if I sit that way, I have a whole lot of sneakers over here. So I don't know if you know, I have a whole lot of sneakers over here, and a lot of times when I'm in my background, or people see my sneakers in my background, they're gonna ask me, where you get your shoe containers from? You got all these shoes, let me see this shoe, so I stopped doing all that, and I started turning my camera this way so they can just focus on this computer screen and this calendar up here. Nobody ever says anything about the calendar, but I turn it this way intentionally. That's the only thing that is intentional. The clothes are not intentional. It's far as the color that I wear, it's just something that is easy for me to just put on and create my video, and I can get it out the way. Let's see. Did you watch any videos on Roth IRA? I have not watched any videos on Roth IRA as of yet. Only thing I've been doing is listening to the audio book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. Yep. Ramit. Or Ramit. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Hey, Dakota. People are crazy. That color is beautiful. Thank you. They are cute. I'm thinking of getting a uniform for my video also. You can wear it, girl. Exactly. And that's the same thing that I was saying, the whole healed you. It's like my uniform. So you coming to work, you locking in on YouTube. Okay, get you, I don't know how many times you post per week or whatever. Get you a couple of these sets. Boom, you can sit down and record a video. You don't have to think about what you're gonna wear. You just pull out one of these sets and boom, you're good to go. Now, what else I was about to say? Sometimes I batch record. Well, a lot of the times I batch record. So sometimes you might get the same set back to back in videos or whatever. I'm not too hung up on that. Like, I don't care if I have on the same thing in the next video that I post. I don't really craze over it like that. So if I wear the same thing in the next video, it's because I sat down and I recorded 2 videos that day, and that particular video actually came out that other day or whatever. So if you okay with that, if not, then maybe you could change out the top. If you don't have your bottom part showing, you could change out the tops and stuff like that. Maybe wear some jeans and just have on different shirts. That can work as well. Thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed your videos, and you are right. I watch them because you are authentic. Thank you, Jennifer. Exactly. I pride myself in that. Hey, Lateria. Hey, Trey. Girl, these people are peopling. These trolls are trolling tonight. Oh, my God. Yes, I do like the name Dakota. I like that name. Hey, Tan. Hey, Ellie. Definitely will be back shooting. Did you talk about the challenge already? Oh, look at Johnny with Lateria telling my tea. No, I didn't talk about the challenge, but I did just go through everything and saying that we are locking in how I'm locking in for the remaining of the year, basically, or whatever. But on next Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a video on my strategy on how I'm locking in for the remaining of the year. So I'm going to be doing a content creator challenge for the month of October. So it's 31 days in October, and I want you to lock in for 31 days in October as well. And I want to help you make your first $100. I want to help you make your first $100 as a content creator. I'm going to be more so focused on my part-time content creator. So the people that's working a full-time job or just working a job in general and doing content creation on the side. Content creation is not like your main thing just right now, because it's not my main thing right now either. I want to help you get your first $100 on with content creation. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a content creator challenge where we're going to be posting every single day in the month of October. I'm not going to necessarily document it because I'm still on this 75 hard personal finance challenge where I'm documenting that. So I don't necessarily know if I'm going to be taking this off this platform and putting it somewhere else. But basically, we gonna be locking in. I'm gonna be creating me a new account or whatever, because I just told y'all that I'm separating these accounts from my fashion stuff, from my budget and stuff. So I'm gonna be creating me new accounts, and I'm gonna be sharing, I guess I can do a video on it. I can do a beginning and an end video, so that's not too bad. I can share me starting it, and then I can tell you how much money I made at the end of it or whatever. So yeah, I will do that. So basically that's what we're gonna be doing in the month of October. We're gonna be locking in, because if you do not know, Q4 is where content creator make the most amount of their money. That's when I made the most amount of my money too last year, around the last part of the year. So from last year, I think it was May all the way till the end of the year, I made over $21,000 or whatever. So May was when I first started making. Was it last year or the year before last? I can't remember exactly when. Because I wasn't in this house. It wasn't when I was in this house. Or was it? And I've been here a year. So maybe it was a year before last. I made over $21,000. Oh, just go watch my video. I did a video on it of how much money I made at the end of the year. But it was like $21,000. And when I saw that number, I was kind of like a little sad about it, because I was like, I only made $21,000 for the year. But when I went back and looked at when I started making money, I didn't start making money until May. And I was like, May to December. I feel like that was pretty good as a part-time content creator, making $21,000 or whatever. I don't know how much I made this year, or if that was, not this year. I do know how much I made this year, because I got my income report thing up. So yeah. And it's not at $21,000, not this year. Because I didn't do any, I did one brand deal this year. I've been kind of like turning the brand deals down, because I like the affiliate marketing. I like the fact that I can say what I want to say in my videos. I like the fact that I can promote what I want to promote. I like the fact that I don't got to stick to a script. I love the affiliate marketing at this point. That's just my thing. I like it, love it. I definitely recommend it. You look like one of my 6th grade teachers. Well, I hope she is beautiful. Walking into church, but you're my favorite content creator. I'm learning so much. Thank you, Trey. Have fun at church. Hit me up later. Budget the fraction way. Hey, girl. Just I caught you love. Hey, hey, hey. You look pretty. You are really nice. Thank you for liking my name. Yeah, our main thing. Oh, yeah, not our main thing. Yeah, I'm in, Lord. Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna be talking more about that on the next Wednesday on the 24th. I was just sitting here thinking about that, and basically the next on the 24th, I'm gonna be talking about exposing my strategy on how I'm gonna be locking in for 31 days in the month of October, where I'm gonna be focusing on just making money online in this fourth quarter or whatever, because that's when the content creators are well, in my space, I would say. So in the fashion space, anything that you are selling, because Black Friday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and this is the time where people are going to be spending money. That's where I'm really getting to. So if you got something that you want to promote, if you got something that you sell, if you're wearing an outfit, if you like your skincare products, if you like beauty stuff, if you cooking at home and you want to share your pots and pans, this is the time to lock in. October is the time to lock in, because people are going to be looking for what are some great pots ideas for Christmas gifts for their mother-in-law, or what are some outfit ideas to wear to Thanksgiving dinners, or New Year outfit ideas, or Christmas outfit ideas, like different little stuff. Where are the best shoes to get someone as a Christmas gift for a sneakerhead? People are gonna be looking for those type of things for the holidays. So this is our time to shine. If you are a fashion content creator, if you're a lifestyle content creator, you are a home content creator, all other things, beauty content creator, it's time to lock in next month. It's time to lock. It really been time to lock in, but we really gonna be locking in October. And the reason why I say October, or the reason why I'm saying locking in, is because we're gonna be posting on all of the platforms. So I hope y'all ready. This is gonna be like boot camp, like posting on all of the platforms, and posting maybe multiple times a day. I haven't decided on how I want to create it, or if it's just going to be a post a day. I'm thinking maybe 3 times a day, morning, noon, and afternoon, or however you want to do it, or maybe 3 times or I may do 3 times and you post on one platform, just lock in on one platform. Or I may say all of the platforms. I don't know how I'm going to actually do it yet. I'm going to let God just lead me and tell me, because I always get my ideas when I'm at work. And since I'm not at work right now, it's like I'm getting brain fog. So I don't necessarily know how I'm going to actually do it. I just know that I want to do a content creator challenge, because I want to help people actually make money with their content. Hey, Artem from Russia. I have 2 posts a day, but I need to post sales content more with links. Exactly. So do y'all have any other questions? If y'all ready to lock in next week, because next week I'm going to be exposing my strategy. I'm going to be posting on all of the platforms, because that's what I'm already doing now. So if you do not know, I have my neighbor. She just turned her light on. She always in her room when I'm in my it's like she's always in her room when I'm in my room. But anyway, I have 2 different brands. That's what I was telling them earlier. She just turned her light on. That's what I was telling them earlier. So I have a budgeting brand and I have a fashion brand. So I have 2 different TikToks, 2 different Instagram accounts. I have 1 YouTube channel right now at the moment, which I think I'm gonna have to switch over at the beginning of the year and make this channel all about Nikki on a Budget, because those are the other budgeting brands that I have on TikTok and on Instagram. It's called Nikki on a Budget. For the challenge, I am going to create a Nikki on a Budget Facebook account, because I don't know if y'all know, but y'all are sleeping on Facebook. If I had to choose a short form platform to go all in on, I would say go all in on Facebook. And the reason why I say go all in on Facebook is Facebook, you can link stuff. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily all about just linking things, but if you want something to sell, it's easy to link over there. You can put the link in the caption, you can put the link in the comment, and people can actually click on it. Unlike TikTok, people got to go to your bio. Or if you're doing TikTok shop, they can click on the cart and get it that way. Compared to YouTube Shorts, you can't click a link you can't put a link in your YouTube Shorts or whatever. Instagram, you can't put a link in your caption or whatever. Facebook, you can link. I love it over there. And it's easy breezy. It's older people over there, so it's not all of the it's not all of the people that's watching your stuff and not engaging. People are actually engaging on Facebook. People actually say things on Facebook. Now it might not be what you want them to say, because hey, they are, like I said, they are older people, and you know older people speak their minds. So they definitely leave comments telling you, yeah, I wouldn't wear that, or yeah, I don't like that, or yeah this, or yeah that, or no this and no that. They speak their mind over there, and I love it. At first I didn't like it, because I'm like, damn, why they so mean? Like, they don't like nothing I post. But I have to realize that sometimes everybody don't have to be your audience, or you can agree to disagree or whatever, and as long as they are engaging with your comments or whatever, you get pushed out more. And if you're part of the content monetization program on Facebook, if they're engaged with your content, you get paid. So I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take me to get monetized on that page. So do y'all have anything else? I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to go live on my TikTok page too, because I haven't been live over there in a while. So I'm going to go over there and talk to them really quick and just get all of my lives out of the way today if I can. So thank y'all so much for showing up on this live. I know this was like a random, not really random, because I did post about it yesterday and tell you that I was going to go live today instead of doing a full video. But I definitely want you to lock in on, you know, for the rest of the year, whatever it is that you may be working on. I want you to lock in for the remaining of the year, you guys. And I'll post a video, a regular video on the 24th, so that way you can be leaving locked in the comments, so that I can hold you accountable. But that's all for this live. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.